Hello everyone, it's Silverlimey79 here. Thank you very much for joining me on this video. As you can see by the title, I have put it, why do we stack? This is just a general question out there, and I know the reasons why I stack, but other people might see things differently. So I'd love to get your opinions, and you can put your comments down below. For those that haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button please. Hit the notification bell as well. There'll be plenty more content coming through. I've also got a nice live stream coming this Saturday. We're going to be looking at crypto, precious metals and fiat. I'm hoping to try and get a few people involved, each from each of those. That'll be great if you can join me on that. It'll be this Saturday. Right, to start things off, the reason why I stack is that I see a future value of silver being a lot higher than what it is today. So the main reason why I got involved is because everyone knows, obviously with the economic situation globally, fiat money, we all have our specific reasons for it. There might be others that aren't too fussed about that. They might perceive precious metals. They might like it because of certain other reasons. Maybe they like the designs. It may not necessarily be that it's precious metals. For instance, they might like that. They like to collect birds. So, for instance, they might go for 1 ounce coins, not specifically for their intrinsic value. Let's say this one here is a $1 face value, but they might have it because they collect birds and they only collect birds, if that makes any sense. But that might be the reason why they stack, is because of the designs that come out on coins. Obviously, it has a base metal value, which means that it is worth spot value, or melt value, whichever you may see it at. Others are obviously collecting it for investment purposes. Others might be short or long trading. You often get this, or you see the comments where, as someone says, I'm waiting for silver to go down to $10 an ounce. Well, why is that? Are you in or are you out? Because in order to consider those options, you have to be in at some point. For me, as I said, I'm holding for 20, 30 years down the line, where I see silver being at I wouldn't say ridiculous level, but certainly a higher level than what it is today. So for me, if anyone is looking at, obviously everyone needs to consider spot price or what it is today, and there are those out there that may look at it and go, well, I tend to only buy if it's 3 above spot or 2 above spot. Then is there a particular reason why you look at that? Is it the short or long term? Because if you look at trading, you're always conscious of today's price or yesterday's price, or there's specific reasons why you'd even consider that. There's another one here. This is a lion, the Trafalgar Square series. So someone again might be, they might essentially be looking at collecting because they've got specific designs of animals on it. But if you're conscious of the silver price and you only buy based on spot price, again, is it because you're looking for a future outlook, or is it just a current outlook? Do you offload? Do you short trade, which means buying silver now and then sell it when it reaches a certain level? I'd certainly like to know. This is the 2 ounce Queen's Beast. This is the lion. So again, looking at it, is it because you collect certain animals, certain designs? Let's have a look here. We got maple leafs. We got different kinds of maple leafs, and I know the maple leaf doesn't tend to change from year to year. It's only the year that tends to change, other than when they actually change the Queen's Head design. But I'd certainly love to get your input on that. If as I said, for me, looking at spot price, it's irrelevant for me because I'm looking at the long-term plan. Because again, I'm going to be looking at buying some gold relatively soon, and I thought, well, I'll buy a 20th of an ounce and some 10th of an ounces. And obviously, you see comments like, well, why would you buy a 20th of an ounce? Well, first of all, it's a lot more accessible in regards to pricing. So you can buy a 20th of an ounce for hardly any money. Yes, it'll be like a gram and a half of gold. It's still a gram and a half of gold. Once you have it, it is then going to go up in value. So regardless of whether it's $5 or $10 above spot value, it's still going to be worth more in the next 20 years. So for me, it's irrelevant what price I buy it for. I'm certainly not saying I'm going to be, for instance, going mad and I'm going to be buying proof coins. So that's something I don't really consider. This is a dragon design, for instance. This is the It's the Tiger and the Dragon series by the Perth Mint. But again, there might be someone who collects that specifically, or you might get someone who likes the reverse proof. You know, they like that sort of brilliant finish there at the top, and then the matte background behind it. Or even the Lunar series. I got this from a fellow YouTuber, Stephen Heath, who sent this through to me as a very kindly sent this through. This is the Year of the Dragon, released in 2012. So again, there might be a particular reason why you collect. Is it designs? Is it do you short trade? I mean, first of all, it's not even that accessible to go. It's just good to go and take your lump of precious metals to go and cash in. Certainly not here in Ireland. I don't know what it's like in the States. It's probably a lot more accessible. You have shops on every street corner. But you know, it's certainly, I'd certainly love to hear your thoughts on that. And there's the dragon from the Queen's Beast series again, just finishing off with the dragons. And then see, we, you know, then we move on to poured. I mean, this is a hot topic at the minute. Is you know, prices of poured silver. Looking at, you know, the channels that offer their own rounds, obviously that at a premium price. I mean, essentially, it's the eye of the beholder who depicts the value of it. Obviously, yes, you can go on spot value, but again, if it's, you know, are you looking at short term? Are you looking at long term? Is it? It's obviously not for stacking, obviously, but it has got a collector's value to it. So again, how much is that collector's value worth? Generally, prices tend to go on supply and demand. So if there is a low supply and the demand is there, then obviously, naturally, with capitalism prices, you know, you adjust the price based on supply and demand. But again, it's entirely up to the individual how much they want to sell their poured silver for. It's up to the buyer to decide if it's worth it or not, or the particular reasons why that. There are people out there that just buy poured silver, that collect poured silver. But now again, is, you know, everyone's got a price. I mean, obviously, if you think about it, it's labor involved. It's not just the silver price. It's time. Again, I wouldn't say scarcity, but again, the packaging. You've got the certificate. Everything comes at a particular value. You know, all of this costs money. It's not just the cost of the silver. But yes, I mean, there are channels out there that, yes, they offer a subscription service. But that's entirely, it's there. And it's up to whoever wants to buy it, really, at those particular prices. Again, I mean, there are some that are making them obviously a bit more aware and saying, you know, have their specific reasons why they're saying the prices are as they are. But again, it's, you know, it is something that is made by someone, and obviously that someone needs to be paid for it at the end of the day. I mean, you know, we live in a capital society where, you know, you know, we're certainly not in a socialist, you know, pricing perspective. It's an open market. So, you know, for instance, I mean, if you look on eBay, for instance, if you look at, let's say, the Falcon, this 2 ounce Falcon. If you go on eBay, I bet you no one there is selling it at the same price. Now, why is that? Because everyone wants to make money. It's the same thing with these Canadian maple leaves, or for instance, something a little bit more scarcer, the 2016 Lion. You know, the prices vary on this, but again, it's, you know, but you know, everyone's just trying to punt or maximize the full potential out of it. So again, it's entirely up to the individual whether that's good or not. But in 20 years, yes, the price of spot currently is just under $16. But and yes, maybe you paid $60 for it. But in 20 years' time, is that $60 really going to be relevant? I'd certainly appreciate your feedback down there in the comments. Let me know what you think. The video's nearly going on 10 minutes. But I'd certainly love to hear your thoughts on that. Again, thank you very much, my subscriber base. Don't forget, guys, Gore's coming at 750 subscribers. I look forward to seeing you on the next video, of course, and don't forget the live stream this Saturday. And again, thanks very much for watching. Please enjoy the other content. Subscribe button right here on the left, and then I'll put some other videos there for you to have a look at. Thanks very much, everybody, and I'll see you on the next video.